matchup we have for you. Part of what makes this the best sport in the world, a rivalry game. A time where no matter what the record or the season outlook, a win in this one solves all problems and gets you those valuable bragging rights. Welcome everyone to Mikey Stadium, home of the Army Black Knights. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Air Force Falcons, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Black Knights will kick it away to start. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Air Force's offense will go on the attack first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those...
Oh, he's got some space. The 40, the 20, 10, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Air Force! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
A lot of coaches talk about scripting the first series. You could tell the script reads, get that wide receiver the football because he can make plays. The quarterback, you can tell he has confidence in his guy. He finds him, and he does the rest.
So the Army Black Knights offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
The Black Knights want to move quickly.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The play action fake. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete. Let's look at the big picture for Army. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this program, right? Continue to get talent and high school talent that can come in that you know they can compete with your roster right now. Those are the guys that really help you take that next step.
Off-play action on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
But how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense, getting penetration, everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy to the ground.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They're not into 3s, they want 6s, and to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
4th and short, a lot of times you know what's coming. I know what's coming. Who's going to be more physical? They give it to the running back. O-line does their job. Nice pickup on 4th and short.
He'll do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll move the tight end. Dropping back, it's Bullard. They're setting up the screen. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Flushed out of the pocket. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Here comes the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Timeout called by the defense is their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. The Falcons are moving quickly down the field. Looking for room, it's Warren. Continuing to churn and forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are...
There he goes to the left. Touchdown, Falcons. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
And the Black Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. The offense changing the play. The big fullback's got it. Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss. Sometimes you try to fool the defense with the fullback. Not fooled there.
Well, you better block. Goodness gracious, that's supposed to be a quick hitter, get me a few short yards, and there was nowhere to hit it. They just got hit in the backfield and brought the big fella down quickly.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see some of these jet sweeps, and they were ready that time. Great job communicating before the snap. Everybody had their eyes in the right place, and they're able to tackle the receiver for a loss.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Lets it fly. And the pass is incomplete, and we dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. And the Falcons will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Looking for a man. It's Bullard. Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it. The Black Knights want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Black Knights send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive. Turning it on! They'll mark him out of bounds at the 24. A big run, creating a little space for this offense.
That's a nice-looking run. I'll tell you, when it comes to the academies, I know the Air Force is known for being mighty in the skies, but on the football field, it's what they're able to do on the ground. Year in, year out, they are so dangerous toting the rock, whether it's the option, whether it's conventional, whether it's spread. These guys are dialed into what they want to do, and they wear defenses down.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll go to the fullback. They shut him down immediately. They tried to pop the fullback loose and no running room there.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Air Force.
Mikey Stadium, alive. A wall of cadets trying to urge on their fellow soldiers on third down. Dumps it to the back. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free and fourth down is coming up. The Falcons will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And it'll be down right there.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you play them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field. All the speed on the field for that punt coverage team. And you can tell they caught up with him to force the fumble.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. It's a draw. Runs through a tackle. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Black Knights will line up to punt it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He'll pull it down and run. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Fullback's got it. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Oh, I love when you give the fullback the ball. It's kind of a dying breed. It's being taken out of most offenses. But I like when you reward him for all the unselfish plays he has to have throughout a game.
And you know what I like to see? The evolution in football. Fullbacks become a bit of a dying breed. Now you're starting to see a few sneak back in here and there.
It's crazy. Football's cyclical, right? The moment somebody does something else, you go the other direction. It just always changing.
Here's the pressure. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
And the Falcons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. The give to the tailback. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Falcons decide to punt it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And the ball comes to rest right there. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Makes the catch. It's Bridges. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Black Knights line up to punt it away. Makes the catch at the 35. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. He wants to change this route. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for defensive lineman in a block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. On the move and looking deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going. Just before the end of the half.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Rush is on him. A shot toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Barry. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Looking downfield, it's Bullard. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Black Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Looking downfield on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Rides the back on the option, the give. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
A look out over the Hudson, and it looks calm. It is not calm in Michie Stadium on this third down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Slithers into space. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. And the Falcons will punt it away on 4th down. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. The give to the back. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. And the Black Knights are in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw, it's Bullard. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The Black Knights will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The give to the back. There he goes. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. He stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He reached into his bag for that move, and it didn't get him loose at all. The Falcons have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rossi. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Yeah, And you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
You just hold your breath every time this QB keeps the football in the running game, man. With his speed, he's a threat to hit the home run every time he totes the rock.
Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gibbs. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Air Force. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Barry. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll try the run. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. And the Black Knights moving quickly to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Gets it to the back. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. The offense in hurry-up mode.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time it's second down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Black Knights are on the move.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Black Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He makes the catch. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the third quarter. Well, guys, Air Force has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Sends it back in motion to the air. It's Bullard. Under fire. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. There is no point in a field goal here, so the offense stays on the field on fourth down. Pocket breaking down. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Toss sweep to the right. Creates a little space. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Extending the play. Got it in the middle. It's Rossi. Turns it on in midfield. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And the Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Power football with the run. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing...
Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Fullbacks are very unselfish. One of the most unselfish positions you can find in football. They block 99% of the time. But when you can give them that rock, get a first down, those guys are really big. You know, they're really powerful. They usually fall forward. No nonsense, no jukes.
Touchdown, Falcons! And the beatdown has ensued. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Black Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Off-play action. Bringing the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Oh, Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. A run for the quarterback. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The give to the big fullback. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Third and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. The give to the fullback. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Motion from the back. Now the toss.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Okay, ready?
It'll be 3rd and long.
Jackrabbit.
Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's King. He's got it and still on his feet. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Really nice job there of the quarterback reading coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has 1 stop. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll try to pound their way in. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Timeout is called with just a single second left. After this, it'll be a wrap. A designed run for the quarterback. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.